It's 5:15. As you get ready for work this morning, something to think about. Would you know if your office computer had been hacked?
Yeah, more people and companies are becoming targets and victims of cybercrime, as we know. NBC10's Matt DeLucia joins us live now. Matt, you're going to show us how to stop these attacks?
That's right, Vi and Tracy. A lot of this applies to what you do at work and at home. We went to a local company here in Bala-Cynwyd, BTB Security, and they showed us what hackers are really doing and why.
It seems to be even happening more and more.
To beat a hacker, sometimes you have to think like one.
I love my job.
David Williams gets paid to break into your computer.
We are now on your internal network and steal everyone's credit card, social security numbers, and personal information, proprietary information from that company. Now,
and what he does is legal, because it's your boss who's paying him to attack the company network.
You get the people, you get the network, and then you get the applications, whatever they're running.
Finding the flaws.
Well, you had a bad password. Like, you gotta be kidding me. That's it? It's like, yeah, that's it.
A game of capture the flag to get in and find critical information, no matter who or where.
They're going to say, why would they come after us? But it happens constantly, so that everyone's a target at this point.
We had the guys see what they could find about NBC10. We did not authorize them to attack our network, and they didn't. So they used tools anyone can find.
This isn't even something we subscribe to. This is something that's part of the internet.
In less than 2 hours, we saw screenshots of company login pages. We even found a list of email addresses and job titles for station employees. How does that help? Well, now they can name drop or guess your password or launch email phishing attacks.
If you're one of those good users who say, this has to have a little green lock in the corner, ours is going to have a green lock. Again, we did this in a few hours. We registered the domain, we set up this page.
Open the link, enter your info, and the hackers get it instantly.
Here's your password.
How often do you think this is happening?
It's happening every day.
We're the good guys trying to stay ahead of the bad guys.
Ron Schlecht says it comes down to awareness and training.
Just try to switch your mindset a little bit and think critically about what you're doing and how it affects your personal security and then also the security of your organization.
You have to think like a hacker.
Basically, that's it, yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff there. Now, a study by IBM last year found that the top 3 hacked industries, if you will, were healthcare, manufacturing, and financial services. Now, here's another trend that's a little bit scary. It's called ransomware. Basically, once the hackers get your information and they can go into your system, they can essentially lock you out. And in order for you to get your files or data once again, they'll say, I'll give it back to you, but you have to pay me a ransom. And that is happening a lot more frequently. Vi and Tracy.
Right.
Yeah, pretty amazing, Matt. Thank you. What can people do to now protect themselves from these attacks, Matt?
Well, a lot of it is pretty easy to do, but it's often overlooked. We have a graphic for you here. I'll show you some of the easy tips here. Passwords being number 1. That's the biggest threat. Don't pick an easy password. A lot of companies make you change it after 90 days. Well, a lot of people are thinking about that. They're using the seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall in their passwords, because that usually happens about every 3 months. So it's a little easier to guess one of those. Number 2, email. Don't click on links in emails. If you do, watch out for addresses that are changed slightly. It's very easy for someone to change an I to a 1 or an O to a 0. And the final thing above all is awareness that this is happening. You think, why me? They're often really using you to get in and do more damage within the network. They can get to your boss and get to the IT network, so that can be a big issue there. But some of these cyber criminals, they're still going in the old-fashioned way. You know, you think that all those RFID locks and all those fancy gizmos that your office has, that's going to stop a criminal. Well, you might want to think again. We're going to have more on that coming up in the next hour. That is some really scary stuff there, Vi and Tracy.
All right, we look forward to that, Matt. It's good information. We should all be remembered, especially with the passwords.